Hello student, we have started the study of the topic social responsibility of business. Okay, in that you have learned about the meaning of the social responsibility of the business and why there is a need of the social responsibility of the business towards the society. Okay, now in today's lecture you are going to learn about the social responsibility of the business towards the different interest group of the business. Okay, students, you have learned that is business cannot be run in isolation by the businessman. Okay, that is no any single person can run the business. No, it is not possible. That is the business is operated on the support of the some of the factors from the society. Okay, why that is for the purpose of getting the input and for the purpose of giving the output, there is a need of the some of the factors of the society for the business. Okay, we can say that is functioning and operations of the business is done with the help of the various factors of the society. Okay, that is the factors which are known as the interest group, or also you can say that the stakeholders of the business. Okay, the factors, the persons who are going to support to the business, who are going to provide the help to the business are known as the interest group to the business, or also the stakeholder of the business. Okay, so who are these factors? See, the factors like the employees, then the owner, consumer, government, community, public in general, and the investor. These are the interest group of the business. Okay, that is they are directly and indirectly going to provide the help, the support to run the business, to operate the business effectively and efficiently. Okay, that is their role is very important into the survival of the business. Okay, into the growth of the business, into the expansion of the business. Okay, that is we can say that existence of the business is depends on the such type of the interest group. Okay, so it is the responsibility of the business, it is the obligation of the business that they have to taken into consideration the interest of all these interest group, all these stakeholder of the business. Okay, so there should be balanced and protection should be provided to all the interest of all these interest group and the stakeholder. Okay, they have to take care, that is there should be balanced and there should be protected towards this interest group and the stakeholder of the business. There are some obligation and responsibility have to be fulfilled by the business towards all these people. Okay, why? We know that is how the employee is related with the business, how the consumer is related with the business, then what is the role of the government, society and the investor in the business. So definitely there are some duty, obligation and the responsibility towards all these factors, towards all these interest group of the people. Okay, understood. So now we are going to study one by one, that is the responsibility towards the owner, then responsibility towards the employee, then towards the government, towards the community and towards the investor. Okay, so first we are going to learn about the responsibility of the business towards the owner. Yeah. This is clear, na? That is how the employee is important. That is without the employee, no any activity can be run. Okay. Then government rules and regulation have to be strictly followed while running the business. Then society is very important to fulfill as they are providing some factors to the society. Consumer is also very important part, without whom nothing can be sold into the market. So nothing can be sold means there will be no profit. And investor means who? The person who is making the investment into the business. who are providing the money, capital to run the business, to operate the business. Okay, as they are providing some of the support and help to the business, so definitely towards them also there are some responsibility and obligation of the business. Okay, that is for own benefit also and for the respective interest group benefit also. If they are going to be satisfied and happy, definitely they are going to provide the more support in effective and efficiently way. Okay, so the first, that is the responsibility towards owner. Responsibility towards the owner. See, why the business is conducted? Why the business is conducted? Why the business is operated? Because for the purpose of earning the profit. Okay, for the purpose of earning the profit, business is run, business is conducted. But with that, also for the purpose of growth of the owner also. Okay, for the purpose of growth of the owner also, for the benefit of the owner also, business is conducted. Why? Because on that basis, the different type of the activities can be undertaken into the business. Okay, and if there will be the growth of the owner, benefit to the owner of the business, then it is possible to fulfill, perform the social responsibility towards the other factors of the society. Okay, then who is this owner? Who is this owner? See, owner is the person who make the investment into the business. Okay, who contributed the initial amount of the money to establish the business, to operate the business. Yes, there are the investor also, but he is the person who is contributing the money to form the business, to establish the business. Okay, also he is the person who own the business, who hold the business. Okay, then he is responsible for the profit as well as loss to the business. Okay, it means he is the person who is responsible for profit and for the loss of the business. So definitely the people who run the business, that is the management of the business, have the responsibility, have the obligation, that is to give the value to the owner's investment into the business. Okay, it is the responsibility of the people who run the business, that is management of the business. Management of the business have to work for giving to increase the value of the owner's investment into the business, because on that increasing value all the business activities are going to be depend. Okay, so for that purpose there are responsibility towards the owner. So what is the first responsibility towards the owner? By the management of the business, by the managers and the people of the business. See, the first responsibility is reasonable profit. Understood now? Who is owner and why towards the owners the responsibility should be performed. Okay, so the first responsibility is the reasonable profit. We know that is profit is very important for the business. So it is the responsibility, it is the duty, it is the obligation of the business, that is the management of the business, that is they have to focus on the basic aim, basic objective, that is the prime objective of the business, that is to earn the profit. Okay, focus on basic aim of business. Oh, okay, it is the responsibility of them, that is they have to focus on the basic aim, prime aim, that is the objective of the business, to earn the profit. Okay, maximization of the profit should be carefully understood and have to be paid attention by them. Okay, that is, they have to work for earning the profit. For what purpose? That is for the survival of the business. Okay, for the survival of the business, then for the growth of the business, for the expansion of the business, and for the financial stability of the business. Okay, see why? That is for survival, growth, expansion of business. That is to give financial stability to business. Okay, for that reason, this is the responsibility, that is they have to focus and work for the achievement of the return on the investment, that is for the profit for the business. Student, we have already learned in 11th standard, right? That is the role of the profit in the business. That is how and why the profit is important for the business. How the profit is going to be contributed for the growth and the success and the survival of the business. Remember? So, in that view, the profit is very important role on which the whole business activity, on whole business unit is depend. So, for that purpose, the first responsibility is, that is to focus on achievement of the basic aim of the business, that is to profit. Okay. Now, the second responsibility towards the owner, that is exploring business opportunity. Okay. Second, exploring business opportunities. Exploring business opportunities. See, what is meant by opportunities? Opportunity means what? That is, it is the favorable. Okay, it is the favorable, appropriate. Okay, favorable, appropriate situation, condition we can say, or the chance which is available to the business for their advancement and for their success. That means the opportunity of the business. Okay, favorable, appropriate condition and the situation or the chance for the advancement and the success of the business. Okay, so then what is the favorable condition and the situation for the business? Which chance is available to them? That is to expand the business, to make the to grow the business. Okay, then introduce the new product line into the existing product offering of the business for earning the more profit and for earning the more profit and for the survival and for the expansion of the business. Okay, these type of the opportunities are available for the business for their growth and for their expansion purpose. Okay, so it is the responsibility of the management of the business. It is the responsibility of the business, obligation of the business, that is they should be aware. They should be aware. Okay, to be aware, or also you can say alert. Always they should be alert and aware always regarding such type of the opportunity which are coming into the market for their growth, for their expansion purpose. Okay, that is always ready to face it. Okay, always ready to face it, that is always ready to deal with it. Okay, that is they should be always alertive and aware regarding to tap such type of the opportunities for their growth, for their expansion purpose. Okay, they should be always ready to deal with such type of the favorable condition and the situation for their success purpose, for their advancement purpose. Okay, that is for the purpose of success of the business, for the purpose of the growth of the business for the purpose of ultimately survival of the business for a longer period of a time, they should always explore the business opportunities into the market. Okay, if you take the example of the many companies, that is ITC, then Reliance and the Tata, definitely why they are the successful companies, because they are tapping such type of the opportunities. Okay, they are making respective change, and they are making the available things to their customer into the market. Okay, so such type of the opportunities have to be grabbed and have to be tapped by the business. Okay, then the third responsibility towards the owner, that is optimum use of the capital. See, if the opportunities are going to be tapped and going to be deal with the business, that is the people of the business who are involved in that business, definitely it is not only for the success of the business unit, not only for the benefit of the owner, that is to increase the value of the investment of the owner. Ultimately, if the owner will be benefited, whole the business unit and the society is also going to be benefited. They are getting the new qualitative things for better satisfaction, and ultimately all the people in the business are also getting benefited by it. Okay, then the next responsibility is optimum use of the capital. Optimum use of capital. Okay, already I told you in our introductory, that is owner is means who? He is the person who is contributing the amount of capital to form the business, to run the business. Also there are other type of the investor also who are making the investment into the business. Okay, so as the capital is into the business, as there is some money, fund is with the business which is contributed by the owner, so definitely it is the responsibility of the business, that is the management and the people of the business, that is they should make the careful use of this capital amount, that is the fund which is available with the business. Okay, that is they should make the care, it should be used carefully and efficiently. Okay, carefully and efficiently use of the capital which is with the business unit, business organization. Okay, because for conducting any type of the business activity, for operating into the business, for functioning into the business, definitely what is required? The money, the capital, the fund with the business, without which nothing is going to be run, is going to be conducted into the business. No, definitely it is not possible. So it should be the responsibility of the business, that is they have to take care of the usage of that capital amount with the business. Okay, we know that every type of the business have to face some type of the risk. Okay, while running the business, there are the various type of the risk are associated with the business which are unavoidable. Okay, so definitely when it is possible for the business, that is when there is sufficient amount of fund, amount of money with them, they can face it, they can overcome it from some such type of the risk which are coming into the business, which are faced by the business. Why? Because there are some changes are going to be required to overcome the risk. Okay, some upgradation is going to be required, for which definitely money is going to be required for the business. So the business unit, the business have to consider the factor of the risk while making the usage of the capital amount with the business. Okay, risk should be considered while making the usage of the capital amount of the business. Okay, that is management should pay the attention towards the safety of the capital. Okay, attention towards safety of capital. Okay, that is for security of the capital amount. Okay, they have to make the proper usage of that capital for their own benefit at the time of the risk, uncertainty, unpredictable situation and condition which is going to be occurred into the business. So for that purpose, it is the duty and the responsibility that is to make the optimum, that is the proper, careful, efficient use of the capital of the business. Careful and the efficient usage. Okay, attention have to be paid towards this safety factor of the capital. Okay, now the next responsibility towards the owner, that is minimize the wastage. Minimize wastage. Minimize wastage. See, when the profit can be earned by the business unit, by the business organization, when it is possible, when their cost is less than their revenue. Okay, when the cost incurred in a business is lesser than the income earned by the business. Okay, that is when the revenue is more than the cost, then there will be the profit for the business. Business can earn the profit. So when the cost will be lesser, when it is possible to reduce the cost of the business. See, that is for reducing the cost incurred into the business, one important thing for the cost reduction, that is the focus on to minimize the wastage of some of the resources, some of the factors into the business functioning and the operation. Okay, that is they have to focus on minimizing the wastage for the purpose of reducing the cost into the cost of production. Ultimately, when the cost will be less, there will be the reduction in the cost, there will be the more profit to the respective business unit and the business organization. Okay, so they have to pay their attention towards the minimizing wastage of money, time and manpower. Okay, that is these factors have to be properly used by the business unit, business organization. There should not be any type of the misuse and the wastage of all these factors while making the production and any type of the activity into the organization. So we can say it is the responsibility of the business unit, it is the responsibility of the people of the business and management of the business, that is they have to make the usage of all these factors in a required manner, in a required way, for the purpose of avoiding its wastage. Okay, that is it is not only beneficial for the owner, that is as definitely it is the investment of the owner, it means money part of the owner. It doesn't mean that you can make any type of the usage of such factors. It is not only loss to the owner, ultimately whole business have to face such type of the loss. Okay, definitely wastage will be there, more cost will be there, no profit to the business. So ultimately all the things have to be suffered from the whole business unit, whole business organization. Not only owner is going to be suffered from this. Okay, whole business unit, all the people of the business have to suffer from it. Okay, so for this reason, for increasing the profit, there will be the focus should be on minimizing the wastage of the factor, that is the money should be properly used. We have right now the point we have learned, optimum use of the capital. Okay, so money should be properly used. Then time is also important one. Okay, that is in a proper time, many things have to be performed into the business unit. Okay, then that should be the utility. Okay, but productive thing have to be done in a proper time. Then manpower, though there are the surplus manpower with the organization, it doesn't mean that you are going to make the misuse of that manpower, their strength, their capability. Okay, that is the proper manpower, that is efficient manpower should be utilized in an effective way. Okay, their talent should be effectively used into the organization for the better production and for the productivity of the organization. Okay, so for this reason, it is the responsibility, because it is beneficial not only to the owner but to the whole business unit, whole business organization. Okay, now the next responsibility of the business towards the owner, that is the efficient business. All these 3 points are interrelated. Okay, efficient business. Efficient business. See, it is the very important responsibility of the business, that is make the proper usage, that is the utilization. Okay, make the proper utilization, usage of the available resources with the organization, with the business unit. Okay, we have already learned that is optimum use of the capital and wastage should be avoided into the organization. Okay, so it means that there should be the proper usage of the all the available resources. Okay, proper usage of available resources. Okay, that is there is the optimum use of all these resources. Proper means there should be the optimum use, that is the best possible use, that is the appropriate use, favorable use of all the factors, all the resources which are available with the business. Optimum means what? That is the best possible, okay, favorable, appropriate use of the resources of the organization at the time of its requirement in production activity and in any type of the functioning and the operation of the business. Okay, that is in a required quantity, in a required manner, they should be utilized in a proper way, in a proper quantity. Okay, in a proper way, in a proper manner, they should be utilized. They should be fully utilized for the getting the best result from the respective resources. Then definitely it is going to result, that is to increase and to improve the productivity of the organization. Ultimately there will be the more profitability to the business. Okay, when the productivity will be there, ultimately it is also going to result into the increase into the profitability. Profit ratio is also going to be increased. Okay, productivity means what? That is when the input is going to be utilized in a proper manner to get the best result, that is to get the good result, outcome. It means there will be the productivity. Okay, that is it helps, that is after making the proper usage, after making the favorable usage of the resources of the business, it is going to improve the efficiency of the business, helps to improve efficiency of business. Okay, then which, okay, help to, which results in increase in productivity and profitability. Okay, productivity and profitability of the business is ultimately going to be increased, which is benefited to the owner and to the whole organization. Okay, so the point should be taken into consideration, that is optimum use of the capital by avoiding its misuse, that is by avoiding its wastage. There should be the proper utilization, usage of the, that is the favorable required use of the resources which are available with the business, which is going to help to increase the efficiency level of the business. when the efficiency will be improved of all the resources, that may be the manpower, that may be the any type of the natural and any type of the resources which are required for the production purpose, ultimately from it is possible to get the best output. Okay, best result can be achieved with the proper utilization. That is the productivity, and productivity will be there, ultimately profit will be with the respective business unit, business organization. Okay, now the next point, that is the responsibility towards the owner, that is fair practices on a stock exchange. Fair practices on stock exchange. See, stock exchange means what? That is, it is the organized market. It is the organized market, that is the place where the people come together to buy and sell the shares, that is the securities of the company for the purpose of making the investment into the respective company. Okay, that is, it is the place where the people come together to buy and sell the shares of the respective company for the investment into the company. Okay, for raising the capital, companies are offering their shares to the people. Okay, for raising the fund, for raising the capital, companies offering the shares. Okay, so in that shares are offered to the people. So it is the place where they come together for the buying and selling the respective shares. Okay, also we can say that it is the standardized investment. It is the standardized investment which allow the people to buy, sell and transfer the funds, shares between the investor and the company to raise the capital for the company. Okay, it is the standardized investment which allow the people to buy, sell and transfer the funds and the shares, okay, between the investor and the company for raising the capital for the respective company. Okay, so it is the investment. For investment purpose, people are purchasing the shares of the company for, as they are getting the return on that respective investment. Okay, and companies also getting the fund through this. Okay, so for this purpose, as companies offering the shares to the people, so it is the responsibility of the people, that is the who are running the business, and the managers, that is the management of the business, that is they have to strictly avoid the unfair, that is the wrong practices when dealing such type of the trading activities related to the shares. Okay, strictly avoid unfair practices related to fund raising. Okay, that is they should not make the misuse of the company information, that is the secret information which is with them. They should not make its misuse for their own benefit purpose. If they are making the cheating and the fraud with the company, it is not the ethical way, it is not the good. Okay, also that is they should not artificially raise the prices of the shares which are offered to the people for investment purpose by themselves. It is not their own decision. Okay, that is they should not undertake such type of the practices. Also they should not provide the wrong information regarding the shares to the people when they are offering for the investment purpose. Okay, it means there should not be any wrong information should be provided. There should not be any artificial increase in the prices of the shares. Also, they have to avoid make the misuse of the company's secret information for their own benefit. Okay, as through this respective share, they are raising the capital for the company. People are making the investment into the company. As the owner is they are trusted by the owner, so it is their responsibility. Okay, that is they have to avoid undertake such type of the practices, wrong practices for their own benefit. There should not be any cheating and fraud by the people to the owner. Okay, they should not cheat the owner. They should not make any type of the fraud into the organization. Okay, so it is the responsibility, that is fair practices on the stock exchange, because owner himself is not going to involve and deal with such type of the things. There are some representative on behalf of him who are dealing such type of the buying, selling of the shares for the company. Okay, on the stock exchange, that is the organized marketplace. Okay, so here they have to avoid such type of the practices at the time of raising the capital for the business. It is their responsibility towards the owner. Okay.